Wasn't that amazing? Early morning hummingbird. He's still around the yard. Or she. I didn't see any bright colors on it, so it's probably a she. The swallows are all up there, going crazy. Look at all the little birds. Swallows and the wrens. Ah. Must be a lot of bugs up in the air right now. They're just going crazy. Oh boy. I don't know if you can see them. They're so tiny. Oh, well. Anyways, I gotta go in and get dressed. And I'll see y'all later. Okay, folks. I'm hoping this will work. I came out early this morning and did this. Didn't film. You know, my hair's... Well, good morning. This is Meg. Meg's Little House in the Country. I still haven't taken my shower yet to get ready for church. But I had to come out and do something while it was still very cool before the bugs were active. And so, yeah. I'm hoping this will work. I went and bagged up my tree. As you can see, unfortunately, this is the small, circumference-wise, this one is smaller. Yeah, and you can see flies are already landing on the outside of it. I might have one or two trapped on the inside. I'm hoping I got it tight enough around the base down there that the wasp won't be able to get into it. I'm not so certain I can get a bag over this tree. I may have to lose some peaches to the bugs on this one because it is literally much wider. I mean, this is probably from that branch all the way to this one is probably about a good 10 feet. And if I bend these branches any more, they may actually break. This is one I may need to just come and actually, I think this got broken when I was mowing. This one is one I think I may need to first come out and just harvest some of the bigger ones off of it. Get some of the bigger peaches off of it. I could probably get probably a good bushel full or so of peaches off of this one. And yes, they are starting to get a few bug-eaten ones on here, but not nearly as bad as my Alberta. I don't know why they were leaving this one alone and just going after the Alberta. But, yeah, after I bagged it up, I stood back and I watched. And I could actually see a few wasps came over and they hovered about the outside of the bag, and they seemed to be a little frustrated that they could not get to the peaches inside, that something was blocking them. But I've still got quite a few half-eaten, mostly eaten peaches laying around on the ground there. If they want to eat a peach, they can come and finish off what they started instead of half eating a peach and then going to another peach and then going to another peach. You know, all this destroying 20 peaches in a day is just so frustrating. You know, I can't afford to lose 20 a day. That would just wipe out my entire tree. Oops, I forgot to pick that one. Oh well, there's a couple of flies loose inside here that got trapped, and I guess they will get to eat that one because I'm not undoing this bag for another 2 weeks or until the peaches start naturally dropping off. But yeah, if you can look, there's a wasp up there, and look at that. He is not happy. He cannot get into the peaches. And it flew back up. Yeah. We're getting a few wasps out here. We got a yellow jacket out here. He's just buzzing around there. Not, or she, I should say, just like honeybees. wasps tend to be all female. The males only live long enough to mate, and then, yeah, they die. But yeah, hovering around, cannot get through the net to the fruit, and is not very happy. It can go down to the ground and get the ones that are on the ground. See? They're already gathering. I don't know where they're coming from. I might actually have a wasp trap somewhere in my house, or my back porch, or the garage. I'm going to see if I can find it, get it loaded, and hang it up in the apple tree. Because they hover around the apple tree a lot too, even though there's no more fruit there. Fruit's all gone for the year. And see if I can lure them into a wasp trap. And away from my peaches. But yeah, I already got several wasps that are hovering around this tree. 1, 2, 3. I've counted several. And besides the flies. They can finish off the ones down on the ground. But they can no longer get to these peaches. They can, however, still get to these peaches. I am going to try to put a bag over it, but I'm not too sure I will be successful, because even though those are the giant size bags, unfortunately, a lot of the branches on this tree are just way too long. I might actually have to prune off the ends of the branches, all the new growth from this year, and just to see if I could get a bag to fit. But I'm not sure I'd be able to close it up on the bottom, which means the wasp would still be able to get up and in. I was able, just barely able, to close this one up on the bottom, so they can't get it in through the bottom. That's the problem. These trees are just not pruned to have the right shape to be able to bag them up. And yes, I am going to prune them both back so that they have thicker, sturdier main limbs, and hopefully grow more fruit closer to those limbs instead of such long branching limbs. I mean, that one from that main limb here that goes clear out to here is probably about 8 feet long. Yeah, that's a very long branch. But I think my best bet on this one is just come and get all the biggest fruit off first. That will lighten the load. And then I can see if I can actually prune back some of these limbs, even if it means like taking them back like this one. That's where the last peach is. I can prune back all this new growth. Just prune this off. Same on that one, prune off, you know, and cut them back so that might be able to. They're just so close to being totally, yeah, and the wasps have already proven that they won't simply go for the last one they started, and they will go and attack several fruit at once. It's like each wasp claims his own fruit. And then next thing you know, I've got 20 in one day that have been attacked and devoured. On this one, I still don't want to lose 20 a day, because it's still going to be another 2 weeks before they're fully ripe and ready to pick. 20 a day for 2 weeks, that's a lot of peaches. So yes, I do have to come out here and do something. Yeah, you see how that's the last peach, and then see how long that branch is. We've got 14 inches past the last peach. And same on this one's almost 2 feet past the last peach. So I do need to prune back, and maybe if I prune back branches, I will be able to get a tree bag over it. Won't stop all the wasps. Some of them will still get up and in. I mean, I already see some flying around here, and it's not honeybees. Anyways, we'll deal with this one when we can. Right now, I need to go in and take a shower and get ready for church. And, yeah, at least that should save those peaches. It's got far fewer peaches on it than this one. This one's got a whole lot more. I mean, yeah, here's another half-eaten green peach. And I might as well just pick it because we've already proven the wasps are not going to come back. They'll come back to this one and 5 more. And they'll start on 5 more. There's a whole hive somewhere. And that hive is determined to build up their energy before winter by devouring every piece of fruit they can find. There's plenty under that peach tree to keep them busy today. They're just going to have to finish off their leftovers and be happy with it. So, yep. Oh, yeah. They are not happy. They can't get to the peaches. And this is their favorite tree right now. Alright, I'm going to go in, take a shower, find my wasp trap, get it baited, get it out here, hung up in the apple tree. Hopefully it will, oops, I'm zoomed. Hopefully it will attract them away from the peach trees. They'll think there's food in there. Who knows, maybe along with the bait I'll put a bit of peach. Slice of peach on the inside. And hopefully that will attract them, and they'll just go in there and won't see them ever again. Anyways, I'm going to go take a shower. Sorry to be long-winded and getting distracted, but I do hope that saves my peaches. Well, I'm back from making salsa with my mom, and I got a bunch of little brown birds in that tree. This is going to be a problem, because not only are the wasps going after my peaches, the birds peck at them, and then the wasps chew them to pieces, chew them up. And, yep. There's just a whole bunch of little brown birds flew out of this tree. And I don't think they're eating bugs. Nope. They're eating peaches. The birds are eating peaches. So I wonder how many. There's 1. There's 2. Oh boy, who knows? Yeah. I need to find a way to make these peaches inaccessible. Oh yeah, and there's wasp buzzing around in this place too, because the birds open up the peach like that, and you can see how the sharp pecks. That's a bird. But then when they start looking all chewed up, that's wasp. The wasp will come in and they will just chew it all up. In fact, the wasp there's another one. Bird's been going at that one. There was a fly on that little peck. Flies chew them up too. If you don't think, yeah. There's another one. There's another one. The ants are joining in on the feast. So I made that tree inaccessible, and now they're going after this tree. So I am going to come out here with my pruners and try to prune some of these branches down, and then see if I can get a big bag kind of over it. It might keep the birds off. It won't stop the wasp. But there's another damaged one. And I'm pretty sure there's more, because I had a whole flock. I pulled up in my car after getting home from helping my mom make salsa. And there was a whole flock of birds. Just flew up out of here. Oh yeah. There's one. They really went after this one. Oh boy. See? And that's all birds. And there's another one. Yeah, they can't get to the Alberta, so now they're coming after my veteran peach. Yeah. So, I just wish I had a way to just cover the peaches. Since this thing is huge, it is just really the limb spread from the end of this branch to the end of that branch over there. That's about 15 feet. And then the tree itself is about 12 feet tall. So there's just no way I can unzip a tree bag and throw it over, but I can't really tighten it up around it. It would just kind of drape over the whole thing, and it might help a little bit with the birds. But it's not going to keep the wasp out. Of course, once the wasp... Oh yeah, see? There. Birds started it, and the wasp is going in. It's taken over now that the birds have flown away. So I won't stop the wasp, but it will stop the birds. I will get a bag and unzip one and see if I can just kind of toss it over the top. Hopefully I won't make the wasps too upset, because I don't want to get stung. Because while the birds will all fly off when I approach, the wasps ignore me. They are going to do what they're going to do, regardless of me. Oh, that one's got a nicely damaged side. But yeah, I'm also going to go get a basket and pick off some of the largest ones so the poor tree isn't draping. These limbs are so skinny. I'm just afraid of breaking them if I put more weight on this tree. So I got to come and get the eaten ones and get the that one got knocked off. Oh boy. Anyways, I am going to be back out in a minute, and let's see if we can kind of detour the birds from this tree here. I mean, I walked toward it and all those little brown birds just flew up. Now that I'm back in from griping about the birds eating my peaches and the wasp, I went to help my mom this morning to make... I missed church. You know, I got back a little too late, but I went and helped my mom make some salsa. We made a huge batch of salsa. It is so yummy. It smells great. I actually managed to help her. She's been using it. She's had this wonderful, nice Cuisinart food processing machine. All these attachments, it's just amazing. She's never used it because she always had a hard time figuring out how to get the lid on. So I showed her how to get it locked in. I showed her how to get the lid on and locked in. And yeah, it just chopped up all those peppers. We really now got the jalapenos and the green bell peppers, and we got these little yellow sweet peppers. She gave me a few. I'm going to go and grab one. They're like banana peppers, but not as big. And they are a very sweet, sweet pepper. They're actually good just as is. You know, you just bite into them and eat them. They're so crisp and cool and sweet. I've never had a pepper quite that sweet. I don't know what they're called because some of my seeds were mystery seeds. So I'm pretty sure they're from seeds that I planted too. Started this last year. I gave all my peppers that survived to my mom and put them in her bed, and they're just doing magnificently. Anyways, yeah. Now I just wish I had some pork rinds so I could just sit here and eat salsa. Things I need to pick up at the store. But yes, this is what I spent I went over there 11 o'clock and we got finished. It was after 12. And it's now a little after 1. And I basically missed church for the day. So I'm going to go and try to save my peach tree. But doesn't that look delicious? Look at the onions, the peppers, the cilantro. And we had a ton of tomatoes. That's why I've got a large container. I got a large container because we filled her big container that she uses for her and Matt, and we still had a lot left because she had a lot of ripe tomatoes in her garden. And I still got to go and pick the Sun Golds and the patio tomatoes. There's still a lot of those. We haven't even touched those. Or in the Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes. We haven't touched those either. I may pick a bunch and take them to work. Anyways. Yeah. Yummy, yummy salsa. I got twice as much as what I use in a week. But I guess I'll have to figure a way to use this up because, you know, this only lasts about 7-8 days and before it starts getting a little funky. There's no preservatives in it other than lemon juice. So that is good. I can't hardly wait to dip into it. Okay, I got a chair, I got a tree bag, I got a basket. I'm going to first pick some peaches. Try to lighten the load, get the biggest ones I can. I may just leave the ones that have already been bird pecked for the wasp because that will keep them away from the others. I will also then I'm going to attempt to undo this, zip it without irritating the wasp. And there's a lot of them flying around. Actually, maybe I should get the wasp trap first. But, yeah. I'm going to try to do something. I think I do have a wasp trap on the back porch. Let me go see. Come on, let's go check the back porch. I might actually have one there. The fact is, over the last few years, I really haven't put out wasp traps because they haven't been a big issue. But this year, yeah, they're kind of a big issue. So, I think I have something. What do I have? Okay, I do have some trap refills. I thought I had one of those bag type traps around here. Do have some trap refills. Don't see anything else. Got lots of old. Oh, look, my Glad trash bags, heavy duty ones. I didn't know I had those. Well, they're down there now. Okay. I need to clean up and reorganize. Honestly, folks, I just need to reorganize. I haven't reorganized this in several years. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh, look. Found some more. Some more big ones. More big clips. I like these. I thought I was out. So I found those. Yay. That's great. No actual wasp trap though, so I don't see anything down under there either. Oh boy. Just some refills. Well, let's see if I still have any of my old wasp traps. I guess we'll have to go look out in the garage. I don't see anything in here either. Nope. Sorry. With all the smoke in the air from the wildfires, I am like constantly coughing. It does make for spectacular sunsets and sunrises, though. It just, keeps me coughing a lot. Makes the air dusty. Okay, here we go. Let's see, do I have any old wasp traps? I hope I didn't throw them all away when I was purging. So I know I had a couple of those yellow ones, but I might have thrown them away when I was cleaning, you know. I was cleaning and getting rid of stuff, and probably need to open the big door so I have more light, since I still have never been able to get Idaho Power out here to turn on that meter. Oh, this door is so dirty. Need to sweep it off again. Oh. Up, 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 up. Oh boy. Let's give another push. There we go. Yeah, I might have thrown those away. Well, that's a dilemma. How do I make a wasp trap that will get rid of the wasp with what I have? Since apparently I got rid of the ones I had because I didn't think they were usable any longer. And I probably wouldn't be able to find one anyways in a store. Not this late in the season. Oh boy. And don't see anything back here. Boy. Well, this is what happens when you start cleaning and throwing things away. Later on, you say, hey, I need this. I thought I had one here somewhere. Only then you can't find it. Well, we'll just be very careful, and hopefully we won't piss off any wasp and get stung. And I guess that's something I'm going to have to buy again. Oh boy. Nope, nothing in there. Oh, yeah. I've been cleaning just a little too well, I guess. Recycling corner is starting to get a little full. Nothing in this old cabinet. That needs to all be cleaned out. Boy. If I do have one, it's probably in one of these black garbage bags that I filled up. Oh well. Let's just try to put things, cover up a peach tree and not get stung doing it. I can't sit out here all day and stand guard over it and keep the birds off, but I'm gonna pick some peaches. We'll pick some peaches first, and then we will try to get that bag over the tree. All right. Okay, you can see that branch is really lifted up. Took some of it, you know, getting some of those peaches off. I've still got some bigger ones up in the top I want to get, but I think I'm okay now. If I try to just spread this over the top, it'll keep the birds off. Won't keep the wasp off, but it will keep the birds off. Wasp will be able to get up and under there. So will the flies, but do what I can. See, most of them are about the size of a large apricot. Yeah, most of my peaches are apricot sized. They're not big because I had too many peaches on the tree, and so it was trying to give too much. But I'll leave some of these here. Some of these, like this one that's been eaten, those will draw the wasp. I'll have to try to figure out what I did with my wasp trap. I might have actually thrown them away. I hope not, but yeah, let's see how successful I am getting that over the top. This is a large area to try to cover. Oh boy. And hopefully I won't irritate the wasp. I'm trying to find a place to sit y'all that's fairly level. Let's get back over here. Yeah, this ground is so uneven. Every time I lean, it wants to lean over. Well, that seems to be fairly not where I want to put you. Still not level. Well, that's better. Okay. I'm going to see if I can get that over the top of the tree now. Okay, that's about the best I can do. There's no zipping up the zipper. There is no anything else. It is just too wide. You can see how wide it is. Look at that, how stretched out. The whole thing is because of how wide the branches are spread far apart. I'm going to have to do some serious pruning and tying up to help get those branches to grow stronger. Yes, the wasps are inside there. They just fly up through the bottom and in there. But I'm hoping it'll keep the birds off for right now. Until I can get a better solution. I did. Got a whole basket full. And yes, the wasps are buzzing around these. Maybe I ought to eat a couple of them. They're good. They're yummy. As you can see from where the wasp have chewed, how nice and orange that they are on the inside. So this tree is really, some of the fruit is still about, oh, I would say 10 to 14 days out from actually being ripe enough to pick. And I would like to keep it all from, I just don't want to lose 20 peaches a day. But nobody can get to that tree. But at least that tree is not as big and spread out as this one. Yeah. Come early spring, we're going to be doing some serious pruning and tying up of branches to try to get this thing so I can fit it in one of these tree bags. These are extra large, giant tree bags. I mean, you saw how huge they were on my cherry tree. My cherry tree's taller than these peach trees. Well, it's at least, yeah, it's a tall tree. But, yeah, cherry tree grows a little differently than a peach tree. So this is a good peach. It is a good peach. It is so juicy. I'm trying not to drip on myself. But it is a good peach. Y'all should have a bite of this. If anybody wants peaches, I got peaches. I got a lot of peaches. And I'm planning on having a lot of peaches. I may give peaches away to some of my friends. Actually, what I think I ought to do is all the ones that I've picked and taken in the house that are bug eaten, I have to get my dehydrator out and or just chop them up and throw them in the freezer. I could do that too. Throw them in the freezer. Have frozen peaches this winter. That sounds good. Yeah. Yeah, you see the wasps just go up through the bottom and they're inside. But hopefully the birds won't fly up and figure out how to get in and out of there. Birds tend to like to go upwards when they escape a tree. Going downwards and out just is not in their nature. So we shall see. We shall see. Yeah. I'm going to do some serious pruning come early spring. We're going to get this tree. Now this tree, next year, it's still small enough. I can throw one of these bags over it and yeah, but then it seems like it ripened in August, which means everything's eating other stuff and those little migrating birds are not here. Oh God, I got darn flies trying to land on my finger. Sorry if I shook you. But yeah. That one will be easy to bag. This one, we got to do some reshaping on it. It's going to mean some drastic pruning come early spring. Which is when I think is the best time to prune a peach tree. I'm not sure. I need to look that up. I know all about pruning apple trees, and I really don't know much, and some things about pruning cherry trees. But peach trees, as long as I've been growing them, I never really looked to see how you're supposed to prune a peach tree. I need to look that up. Well, everyone, I am walking to the fairgrounds. I just missed the tram, and who knows when the next tram will be coming along. Could be 10 minutes, it could be 20 minutes. It usually takes the trams about 20 minutes or so to make a complete circuit. But yeah, I missed it, so I'm walking. At least I can walk. Alright. So I will see you all when I get there. Gotta show you something. Up here, the fire department, they have a spider that comes popping down. Let's see if you can catch it. There it is. Isn't that fun? Anybody walking down fire department? It used to be a black fuzzy one, but now they got a black rubber one. That was fun. Well, this is a bit of a surprise. I haven't come through this neighborhood in a while, but these folks used to always open up their yard, their great big yard, and charge parking. They made a lot of money off of parking every year. Makes me wonder if the property's changed hands and the new owners no longer want people parking on their grass for 10 days. Prime location, they could be making a bundle of cash. And here we are at the front gates to the East Idaho State Fairgrounds. Okay, the first place I am coming to is a cute little booth where I normally buy a few little things, trinkets, for Christmas presents. I'm hoping they have what I'm looking for this year. It'll be sad if they don't have what I'm looking for. Oh, and bingo! Exactly what I'm looking for. Well, now that I've gotten my Christmas gifts, I can go through and take a look at what else the fair has to offer. So first I'm going to tour through the commercial buildings.
Put water around the outside.
The Culligan water display is always a source of fascination. Oh, this place, if you want your costume stuff, they've got it. It's a little pricey, as you can see. Cow milk products, tallow actually products, soaps, lotions, balm, whole bunch of stuff. There we go. If anybody's interested in tallow-based products. Place to come if you want a really good lawnmower. Look at that. Dang, I could use something like that in my little back pasture. Heck, you know, on my lawn. Oh. Jeez. Maybe I ought to sign up for a free demo. See if they'll go do my back pasture. Okay, I am getting ready to head home. So, yeah. I got a few more minutes apparently. It's now saying I have 10 minutes and 29 seconds I can make video. Almost used up I ran out at 13 minutes getting out of when I left the antiques building, antiques barn. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that nice little overview. I'm trying to get out of the parking lot here. This is just one of the free parking areas. You get close to the fairgrounds, you have to park. I'm a few blocks away from the parking grounds. Fortunately, I can catch shuttles. Though I didn't catch the shuttle. I just didn't catch the shuttle. Anyways, you'll see this at the end of this video. But I am going to be breaking down my fair experience into, I think, 3 parts. Because there's a lot of video. And I'll be putting a little bit on the end of every video. So, in every video for the next few days. So yeah, I'm going to head home now. Miss the sunset. But who knows, maybe the moon will be out. I think we have a half moon right now. I might be able to catch a little video of the moon when I get home. Pay attention. So now it's time to go home and get something to eat. Yeah. Let's have a nice little drive home.